Did you get your scotch?
I have
Or
whiskey
no,
with me.
sorry, your whiskey.
Yeah, one
Whiskey.
second. Ooh, I don't have a glass, so I guess I'm drinking from the bottle. That's fine. All right.
Uh,
All right. I have a
I could.
problem, but I refuse to admit it. Ugh, there we
I
go.
want to go grab a beer, but my belly is so full of an
Yeah,
Italian soup.
I was just saying maybe don't get beer if your tummy full.
Yeah,
Mm. Mm. Oh, that's spicy. That's spicy. All right.
spicy.
All right. Whew. I kind of
Oh,
want to. I hope you know, like all of this, I kind of want to just keep in because it's fucking
go
hilarious.
for it. Go for it. I
All
don't
right.
care.
Cool. All right. You were gonna say something before I started.
No. Let's just go for it.
Okay. All right. How do I usually start this? Is it like a welcome? Yeah, I will say welcome back. Fuck it. It's scuffed anyways. Welcome back, everyone, to Fireside Chats. I am your host, Papa Jabo, and I am here with our co-host.
Daddy Driz.
All right, and this week we're gonna catch up. It's been a while since we've just sort of sat, chatted, rather than having a specific topic. So I got my bottle of whiskey. You have a full belly, and
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel like talking about today? What's going on in your world?
Josh, I just want to talk about everything and anything. I don't think we get enough time to talk anymore. We're both busy people.
Yeah.
So you know what? Today we both said the podcast, we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna have a nice conversation. We'll probably get philosophical at some point. We'll
We
probably
usually
talk
do.
about something topic related.
Yeah, that's fine.
But this is just a nice time to chill out. I think we both love this time to just goof around and talk about random stuff.
It is so
So,
nice.
yeah, so might as well just have fun today.
Yeah.
I I want to know because I haven't talked to you in like so many days. How has your week been, Josh?
It's been I was really sick over the weekend and I felt like absolute ass.
Ooh,
And like you can still tell I'm congested, but like it is what it is.
yeah, you lost your voice for a while, didn't you?
I did lose my voice. It was not fun. And like on top of that, I got this like crazy chest pain that's going on, and I'm like, maybe I should see my doctor. But I don't like going to the doctor, so I'm not going
Anxiety.
to.
Maybe I'm dying.
See, that's the thing is I'm like, it could be bad, or it could just be like heartburn or something, and I'm like,
Meh.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if something bad happens, it's gonna happen, so we'll deal with it. What about you? How has your week been?
Chaotic, tiring, and just I don't know. I don't know how to describe it because it's
And
been a lot of things and a
same.
lot of different moments.
I know the beginning of the week was pretty rough for you. I know we had chatted about that.
Uh, yes, my grandmother passed away. It was it was sad, as all funerals are. This is my last grandparent to pass away.
Hmm.
It's kind of a weird thing because you want every time your grandparent passes away, you love them all equally. You want it to be equally emotional, but it's like I've been through this 4 times. It was equally emotional, I'll say that much. But it's I don't know how to put it into words. It's just a sad experience. It's like part of life is death,
Hmm.
coming of the new age as well. There's new younging children in my family, and hopefully they'll all be just as connected to each other as my family once was.
Hmm.
But it is sad to think that an era is over. And like going through my grandma's house, especially, we used to have super Italian family. Used to just have like big get-togethers with all these people. Some of them you don't even know. You're just like, we're related. Okay, cool. We're just gonna hang. And my grandma especially was the type of person who would just invite people into the house. She just like
Yes, come on in.
every time you're on a call with her, every time she's like, "Oh, come over tonight, come over tomorrow, come over whenever." She just wanted people over constantly. She was willing to host at any moment,
Wow.
and it was just one of those things where it's like, "Oh, that's kind of over." or well, hopefully I can continue it, or hopefully my family can continue it. But that's just in reflection, it's an era that doesn't really exist anymore. That Italian mentality of just like, oh, come into the house. You're all family. Just come in.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, not just Italian. Obviously, it is a much more prevalent in
Oh,
Italian
yeah.
culture. But like, yeah, it's not so much everyone get together more frequently and let's have this big part. Not even a party, but just like let's have a big dinner together. Let's all see each other. It
Yeah.
just like I
I
don't
think
know if it.
especially after COVID, it
Oh
just
my god,
feels
yeah,
like
that
no one
completely
gets
ruined it.
together.
And like it's nice when I get together with like Thanksgiving's coming up, obviously,
Hmm.
and that's huge. I mean, we're all gonna see family get together. I don't think a friendsgiving or anything is happening this year, but like still, it's nice when we did do even friendsgivings. It's nice when we would
Hmm.
all get together and see each other. It was like a nice break from everything else. But you're right, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was COVID.
Yeah,
I think people get tired of talking about COVID, but it did change
so
our
much.
mentalities, whether we realize it or not. Like,
Hmm.
there's no way, from a psychological standpoint, that like the majority of the world didn't have some sort of psychological impact from going 2 years without living a normal life.
Oh, and if they say they didn't, they're lying. I mean, like you were
Yeah.
not completely isolated, but a lot of people were isolated from almost everyone in their life for
Hmm.
2 years, which is a very long time to go without seeing the people you're so used to seeing. So, like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely had an effect on people.
Which, to be fair, I am totally an advocate of just forgetting about it and moving on with life because that's what
Yeah.
will bring things back to normal. But it is interesting in reflection to just think about how that might have affected how we interact with people on a day to day basis.
It was, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, obviously, I was still working where I work at a grocery
Hmm.
store. So, like, I didn't really get isolated from just people in general. And I saw both the best in people and the worst in people because people went absolutely crazy
Oh, yeah,
for
I forgot
COVID.
about that
Oh
part of
my
it.
god, that was horrible. But
People
like,
were like wild. They were like attacking each other. They're stealing toilet paper.
I know I loved the lady when I so like back when I was management and I was like dealing with stuff like late at night. Ooh, Windows security sound. Um, but like I'm working my late nights. This
Bing
is back when
bong.
we're
Is that the
24/7.
noise it made?
Yeah, exactly. It was a bing bong. And this lady comes up to me and she goes, "Where's your toilet paper?" I go, "It's supposed to be in aisle 20, but we're all out. Like we don't have any." And then she like gets up in my face, is like, "You're lying to me. I know you
Oh
have it
my
back there."
god.
And I start laughing because I think she's joking at first, and like I don't think issue was there with me, but I had one of my late night cashiers with me,
Hmm.
because we were just like getting ready to leave together, and I was like, "No, I'm not," because I realized she was serious. I was like, "No, I'm not hiding any. I don't know why you think I would hide it." And then she goes, "No, I know you have it in the back. Go get it for me." And I went,
Oh my
"Ma'am,
god.
ma'am, we don't have any in the back. If we did, it'd already be on the shelf." And
The
she goes,
lady
"I."
was.
She was like, "I know you're keeping it for yourself." I go, "I'm leaving," and then I start laughing again because I think this is so funny. I go, "Ma'am, can you please tell me why you think I'm keeping the toilet paper?" She goes, "Because you want it for yourself." I go, "Actually, I want you to know one thing. I have a massive castle of all of our like family packs of toilet paper in the back, and I sit in it, and I look out the like doors, and I just laugh because you're
Did
never
you
touching."
actually say
Yeah,
that?
because I didn't care. I was
Did
so
you?
bro. I had worked 13 hours straight. I was so fed up and
Oh my
tired, like
god.
I was losing it. So I was like, I actually have this castle in the back, and she was like, "I know," and she got angry and like stormed off, and I start laughing, and my cashier looks at me and is like, "Are you good?" And I go, "No, no, I'm not. I've been here for more than half of the day. I want to go home and go to sleep, but then I'm just gonna come back tomorrow and do it again. So no, I'm not good." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I'm so sorry. Please just, I'll walk you to your car, then let's leave."
Oh my god, that is amazing. Nothing is better than the image of you just sitting in the back of Wegmans and just like on top of a throne
Castle of toilet
of
paper.
of toilet paper.
I
You're like
thought that.
everyone's working around you. You're like, hello, good sir.
Yeah, and you should talk to Ishi about it because I talked to Ishi and was like, yo, we should actually just make a castle of toilet paper
Yeah.
and not give it to people because they're all being assholes about it. But at the
Mhm.
same time, there were so many people who were so nice. They'd come in and say, thank you so much for still being here. We understand how hard this is for you. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, it is. I haven't seen my grandparents in 6 months. But,
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm
Dude.
I'm so happy I'm here for you guys.
Honestly, I like looking back, I took it way too seriously at first. Like I didn't see my girlfriend for 2 months.
Oh, I
She
know.
lives down the street.
I know.
What was I thinking? I could have seen her. People took it way too like in hindsight,
2020, yeah, you can't like go back and change it. But at the time, like everyone made
Ah,
an insane deal about it. And I understand why. I get it. But also
mhm.
like our entire lives changed and I don't think they had to. I mean, that's part of
Yeah.
media blowing things out of proportion and being like, this is crazy. Bro,
I mean,
2020 itself was absolutely fucking insane. The
there
amount that
was
happened.
yeah, there was a lot of uncertainty. Like I remember at
Yeah.
first, I was like, oh, pro science. Like, why wouldn't you fight the disease? But like now, it's like, oh, it's just like a cough. But it killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And especially if you have parents or you're living with grandparents,
Hmm.
it is important that you care for them and you take a sacrifice for those people that you love. But
Yeah.
other than that, what the heck were we what were we doing?
I know. I mean, like people literally fighting over
Yeah.
masks and stuff, and I'm like, guys, it's really not that bad. Just put the mask on and wear it. Because I would love when people would come up to me, like without a mask on, or even with a mask on, and be like, oh my god, I can't wear this thing, and I'm like, excuse me, you
Mhm.
can't wear it because I wear it for like 60 hours a week. I think you can wear it for the
Yeah.
10 minutes you're in the grocery store.
See, it is interesting though, because there are a lot of people, whether you realize it or not, there are a lot of people out there who are still socialized for COVID.
Yeah.
Like my mom is still, she's out of it, but still kind of in it. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I'll leave to go to school or whatever. She'll be like, are you gonna wear a mask?" I was like, "Mom, it's been years.
Yeah, like I think I'm okay now.
it's it's like it's over. The apocalypse is over. You
Yeah.
can return."
Exactly. Like, and I'll still respect people who wear their masks. Cause like,
No, yeah.
COVID or not, you can wear a mask. Go right ahead. I'm not gonna judge you. But like, people who have an issue with it, like, calm down. Why do you care so much? Like, it doesn't affect you what other people are wearing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, things have gotten basically to normal. Things have basically gotten to normal. I mean, I walk into a fast food restaurant perfectly fine. I walk around campus. I work at a freaking school, for crying out loud. If I
Yeah,
don't get sick by a bunch of children, I don't know what will get me sick. Those
they are cesspools.
kids are disgusting.
I
No.
know. No, they are. They are. You can say it. We know they are.
Yeah, they're a little disgusting.
Kids are gross.
Like, I don't know a teacher who doesn't get sick like twice a year.
Oh my god, yeah, and like how can you expect them not to? They're surrounded by these little germ-infested freaks
Yeah, they're
constantly.
just little pathogens
Yeah,
carrying all this gunk around.
yeah.
What horrible little vermin.
I love that. I love that we just called children vermin.
No,
Like,
I love them though. They're great.
I despise them, but like yeah,
Oh,
I guess you can
yeah.
you feel free. I mean, it's your career, so
They have potential.
they have potential. Ugh.
They're not living up to it, but they have potential.
It's there, hidden under a lot, but like
Yeah.
Fortnite dances and TikTok memes, but like you know, it's there somewhere.
I literally watched a kid on his Chromebook watching YouTube, watching like one of those videos where like they clean a really dirty rug
Oh
with
my
like
god.
ridiculous amounts of like cleaner.
Why?
And
Like
he,
why?
and he just looked up at me and smiled, and I was like, close your fucking Chromebook. Close it."
You're like, listen, I understand it's relaxing and enjoyable to watch, but also You are in class right now. We are learning about history. Please stop it. Oh
Mans
my
can't
God.
even do basic division, and he's sitting here
That
ignoring
is
class.
that is so bad. And that's another thing. Like with COVID, kids sort of got thrown back a lot with school. It's not
Oh
good.
yeah. Oh my lord.
But like
I
even
mean, they were already behind, Josh. They
I
were so
know.
behind.
I
They were
know.
so bad.
I was
Now,
talking to my sister about it and like,
yeah.
wow, these kids, and like I mean this in the nicest way possible. They are stupid. Like they are so dumb. And like I know it's not completely their
They
fault,
are.
but it also is their fault cuz I mean like maybe get off TikTok for 5 minutes and actually understand like maybe a little bit of history cuz I know that's what you're teaching. I know that's what my sister teaches. I know that's what I'm good at. And I read some of the stuff that like my sister brought home to grade. And I was like I couldn't give this person a single point for what they wrote on here. Like this is horrible.
You're a tough man. You're a tough man. I will say, I understand why they sit at home and scroll through Instagram and play video games. I mean, I was one of them. I did it. I've been there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I still do it every now and then, but now it's like I have the anxiety of actually having responsibility over my own life, so I don't do it as much.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why you were such a good performer in high school. I sucked in high school. You were really good because you were actually like studying.
See, like, okay, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about high school.
Oh, you cheated. Yeah.
No, I didn't cheat. Actually, I did not.
Really?
No.
Most AP students I know, the difference between them and a Regent student isn't that they're that much smarter. It's
they know
that
how to cheat.
it's that they put in enough effort to cheat.
No, like, because I despise cheating. I think it's wrong. Obviously, that doesn't get you anywhere. But
Of
like,
course.
I mean, I did love my first semester at college. My professor was like, "Yeah, look anything you up on or anything you want up on the internet because like that's how life works." And I was like, "Oh, you're cool."
Yeah.
But like, I would show up early to school because usually my grandpa would bring me,
Mhm.
and I would do my homework in the morning. Like I would never do,
Mm.
and I never studied for anything. I hated studying. I couldn't sit, unless I had to like actually do the work. I couldn't sit there and just look over notes. I would get so bored and distracted.
Yeah.
So like I just sort of decided to wing it for about everything, and it worked out clearly. But like, yeah, I was not like our top 3 students who actually took time to just sit at home and study. Like I
Yeah.
actually had a life, so I had other things I wanted to do.
I agree with that. If any students, high schoolers are listening, just choose a balance where you have a life, you know?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, choose
I
to whatever,
think
go to whatever college you want because really, no matter what, you're getting the same piece of paper.
yeah.
And if you don't want to go to college, don't. Do what you want to do.
I think the best advice I could give to any student is to do after school activities and hang out with people and make friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the most you'll ever take out of high school. Yeah, you'll learn a few things here and there and you might use it in your future. But you're really going to value hanging out with people and devoting yourself to something after school
That's like
rather than during.
if we didn't do cross country together,
Oh, yeah.
would we be anywhere near as close as we are right now?
No,
No.
probably not. Dude, cross country. Here's my philosophy in life. Suffering, there are 2 things that bring people close together. Mutual hatred, mutual suffering, or like mutual joys. And we definitely went through mutual suffering together.
Cross country
Cross-
was a different type of hell. It was so hard.
Cross is hell. It's like, it's the sport for masochists.
Oh, easily. And that's, oh my God. Do you still remember the practice we were at like Parma or wherever, and you were like dragging me back to the pavilion because I
Oh,
was having an asthma
yeah.
attack, and J Mac called me a pussy.
Yeah, our coach, our temporary assistant coach was sitting on a bike, biking behind us, and he called you a pussy.
Because
Because you're having an asthma attack.
I'm literally on your shoulders going and he just comes up and goes, "Get up and run, pussy." And I was like, like my face turning red and not able to breathe. And you're like, what? He can't breathe. That shit was so funny. Oh my God. See, there are some times where like I don't think the stuff that's happened has actually happened because I'm like, there's no way. There's no way this actually happened to me. It's just so dumb and comical. And I'm like, no, J-Mac did in fact call me a pussy because I was having an asthma attack.
Uh,
Oh, that's so funny.
hey, the pains and suffering of cross country sucked, but it was worth it. There was just so many good times. I can't even like. It sucks. I can't remember half the shit I've done in my life though.
Yeah,
I kind of
it sucks.
I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that I can't like. I know during high school I have like so many good memories, but they're just I'll never be able to remember them.
It's and that's I'm like I look back on high school fondly. I know a lot of people talk shit about it, but like I had a
Oh,
good time.
most people are under the consensus that it sucked.
It
I
didn't.
feel like
It was pretty great, honestly.
yeah, it wasn't bad for me. I can't complain. I had a good time.
Yeah, and like us in cross country, the team of guys we had, even the girls, like we had so much fun. And clearly the guys were way goofier than the girls. We were so silly. We did the dumbest stuff, and we were incredibly homosexual the entire time. And like,
I wasn't expecting you to go that route.
no, see, I'm not gonna deny it. We were, and it's okay. I'm okay with
true.
it. It was a
true
good
hom-
time.
True homies are.
We were
We're
homosexual.
also just
We were definitely homosexual.
we're also just like nerds.
Yeah.
So we all related. We're just like nerds who run.
we had a
We
good
all
time.
had that in common that we hated ourselves enough to go running, and we also loved nerd stuff enough
Yep.
to talk about it.
Like, oh my God, did you guys watch Naruto the other night? That was basically how it went.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, basically.
And then the musicals. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we did musicals. That is something that I feel like if you told anyone from a different school, they'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
But at our school, it was like a very normal thing. Lots of guys did the musicals.
Because like I mean, our school, not to toot our own horn, we were also like the best in the region. Like
Yeah.
Athena is known for being one of the best schools for musical theater.
Yeah, maybe because they spent like $2 million on a huge theater.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money on us.
Yeah,
But we
I don't know.
made a lot of money.
Probably.
Oh, we did.
Look at you, financial man over here.
No,
You
just-
got the books and everything.
No, just doing the simple math of how many people came to our shows and
That's true.
what we sold tickets for. We made we made more money than every sports team combined in a year, which is insane because we kept almost none of that money.
Yeah. Whenever I have to explain to another guy why a bunch of guys would join a musical, I always give them the example of this pretty big football kid in our school, Kyle Benham.
Yep.
Telling me one day, I asked him, I said, why do you do the musicals? Why do you do this? And he's like, to be honest, I originally joined just to see the ass of all the dance girls. You know, he's this big football player kid.
Yeah, he's massive. He went to a D1 school for football. Like,
And but he's like, by the end of it though, I just stayed for the people and because it was a lot of fun.
it was so much fun. Like, we had, and like, don't get me wrong, sometimes staying there until midnight or later was tough, especially when you have to be up at like 5 in the morning to get ready for school. But also, those are some of the best shenanigans I've ever gotten up to is being at school that late, messing around with a couple other people. Like, I love the musicals.
I still can't believe I was somehow convinced to stay at school till like 9 o'clock for a musical.
Yeah, you literally spent like 16 plus hours at school. How do you feel?
That's crazy.
I know.
That is absolutely crazy. Who even legally allowed that? That should be like...
I don't think we were allowed to do that, but we did it anyways. Oh my God, yeah. I had some of my best memories are from the musicals. I mean, like, just messing around, having a good time. Still not even like getting in the musical actually freshman year, and then being told like, yeah, but we kind of need extra guys. So if you just want to like maybe be in one scene, we'll take you in. I was
Mm.
like, wait a second. So does that mean I made it? And our director
Oh my
goes,
God.
yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I made it in the High School Musical. I'm so happy.
I'm pretty sure you made her cry when you did that, by the way. I remember this. I remember it was you and Chad, and she told you guys that. I'm pretty sure it was you and Chad.
It was Kurt and I.
Oh,
Chad
Kurt.
didn't
It
do
was
it
you.
freshman year.
It was you and Kurt,
Yeah.
and you guys were like, "Wait, we made it!"
Yeah.
And she was so touched by that. It was so cute.
Bro, I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I literally stood behind a scrim for
Yeah.
not like 10 seconds. And that was it. That's all I did. And I didn't care. I was so happy to be there. Oh my
Uh,
God. And then after that, obviously things got better. And I did more, but like that that brought me so close to so many people. And like I've fallen off with a lot of them. Haven't talked to most of them because like
yeah, that
life goes
happens
that
in
way.
life.
But like God.
I think I think that's an interesting topic to go down is like how do you feel? I feel like everyone goes through this high school transition where you go to college, you've got all this new workload to handle, you got all these new people entering your life, and then because of that, you just don't talk to the old people who are in your life, the old people who mattered,
Uh-huh.
in high school. I like how do you feel about how like people tend to just cut each other off? Like did that affect you a lot?
Um, well, first semester at school, no, because I went to college with literally everyone from high school.
Oh, that's right. See that didn't happen to me.
Yeah, I know you went to different schools, so
Yeah.
but like also after that, I still kept like trying to keep up with people, and like I would always be
Mm.
like, hey, if you ever want to hang out or anything, I did that for like a year and a half, like through
Mm.
COVID for a good bit. I was doing that, and I
That's a
realized
unique experience because
that see
most
that
people it's like the first year they're already cut off.
that's the problem is I realized literally no one else was ever reaching out to me. So I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
maybe they just don't care about being my friend anymore." And now I have like 4 friends and it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's a slow process. I think it's a natural process. It's just a part of adulting.
Yeah, I mean, people have a lot of stuff going on in their life. I understand it. I don't always agree with the fact that people just sort of especially people who you had like close relationships with when they just go silent and like don't say
Yeah.
anything. That's where I'd be like, okay. Especially if I try and reach out and say something. That's when
Or
I'm like,
like
I just appreciate a hey, sorry, I'm just really busy. I don't know if like I can really hang out much anymore. Anything like that. That's cool. But like when I just
or,
get ghosted, yeah, that sucks.
yeah. Or like specifically when like a friend you can tell it's because a friend got a girlfriend and then he spends all his time on that girl.
Anthony, don't even get me started on that.
I've
Uh,
just
uh
we're not gonna get into specifics of people, but I've seen that happen to so many people. I mean,
yeah.
it kind of happened to me at a
Yeah, but look
couple
at you
points in my
now.
life.
You make time for me all the
Yeah,
time. We cuddle, we have a
yeah,
good time, you know. Aaron gets jealous, but you know what? It's okay.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we cuddle.
we do cuddle. She
You're not
can't
supposed
stop
to
it.
tell everybody, Josh. No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
I'm sorry, guys. I cuddle with all the homies. I kiss them goodnight too. But like, yeah, yeah, we've
Do you
both
think?
seen it to so many
Okay,
people.
serious question. Do you think there is a male friend group out there that doesn't talk to their homies like this?
Oh God, no. I
There's
mean,
got like no, but there's got to be someone out there that just like listen to this and be like, "What the heck is this man saying? He
bro,
cuddles the homies."
if we had the other 3 boys in here, how quickly do you think it would descend into us talking about penis? I don't think I can say that, but I'm saying it anyways. How fast? Usually it
No,
takes us like 10
Josh,
seconds.
Josh, you mean that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh,
Um,
my bad.
self-censoring. Come on, Josh.
So,
Think
you're
about
right.
it. Um, I don't know. Probably pretty quick. I mean, this is like going on the internet, so maybe not as quick. Like I guarantee you, if you put, we're oddly open. But if you were to put a microphone in front of half of our friends, I think they'd shut down and turn into a completely different person.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I don't think they'd be able to do it. Meanwhile, I mean, you know me. I don't care. I
Yeah,
will share anything,
I have
almost
no
anything.
dignity.
Dignity. What's that? Like, yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Especially, I mean, back to people and their girlfriend thing. I understand it, which is why I don't get too upset about it. I
Mhm.
get it. I've been there. I was that guy. But it doesn't like mean it hurts any less when someone who you've been like best friends with for that long just sort of shuts you out.
When the homie you be cuddling with is cuddling with some other girl.
It hurts. It hurts real deep.
Yeah.
I need a swig for that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that burns.
No, I've got to hydrate myself for a minute. Do you want me? Let's get a nice gulp. Did you get that? Did you catch that?
I did hear the gulp. Yes,
Yes.
that was
Perfect.
beautiful. All right.
Okay. Now and so we've checked off
Holmes.
ASMR.
Yeah. Oh wait, 1 second. I'm gonna give a little bit of ASMR too. Let me just.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh, that was nice.
You like that?
Very very nice. I really like that.
I tried my best. All right. What else has been going on in your world? Anything?
Well, I do have some. I have some more upbeat. Well,
Oh wait, okay. Never mind. We're turning.
I have some interesting things that happened this week that I'm not gonna say they're upbeat, but they're funny.
Oh, okay. Share with the class.
They're funny. Um, One, it's a simple topic, and I think I could talk about this topic like once a week.
Uh huh.
I hate, I just hate fast food restaurants sometimes. I
Oh
went to
God.
Wendy's this past week, and
Uh-huh.
I had like my worst nightmare of just like anger, just sitting there in a line for 30 minutes
Oh my
while
God.
only a single person is taking orders, and they are going at like a snail's pace.
Uh-huh.
And I know, like, I feel bad for them. I'm guessing someone didn't show up to work.
Yeah.
It was also Veterans Day.
Oh, that
Yeah,
definitely helps.
so there were a bunch of children out and about and ordering things.
Uh huh.
But like, there's something about waiting in a line that like stresses me out.
Uh huh.
Where I was losing my mind, Josh. I was losing my freaking mind. I was just I like my energy was through the roof. I was like, should I walk at the door? Should I not walk at the door? I sat there for like 20 minutes and just thought, oh, I could walk at the door now, but maybe this start moving in this sec. Oh no, it didn't start moving, but maybe.
Maybe now? Nope. Not gonna happen.
And then I get to the desk. I get to the desk, Josh,
Uh huh.
and there's another 10 minutes. I'm literally sitting there like next to the register. Like I could reach over and put my order in. I could click the buttons myself. And she didn't talk to me for like 10 minutes while she just walked around very slowly. This girl was not willing to be stressed out by her job. She was just walking very slowly, getting them chicken nuggets, getting french fries,
Uh huh.
picking up a burger, putting it in the bag. Oh, I'm going to look at the screen. She would sit there, look at the screen, point at it, read it. It was like her reading skill was at like a sixth grader's level. She just sit there and she, okay, I'm going to read it for like a minute straight. And then I'm going to go, okay, got to go find this thing. Got to go find that thing. Josh, okay. There are two things that stress me out in this world: lines
Uh-huh.
and the movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
This goes to another topic
Okay.
of something that happened this week. I went to the movie theaters, right?
Yep.
Had myself a dandy old time.
Was this when you went and saw the One Piece movie or a different movie?
Heck yes, it was. One Piece Film Red. Phenomenal movie. Loved it. I've never seen One Piece. I enjoyed the movie.
I mean, the
I
music's
was
banging.
the music's banging. the it's just it's nice to go to a theater. I like theaters. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people are going to the home theater system. They just wait for it to show up on, Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever, and then
Yeah,
they
but
watch it at home. But
there's
like,
something about going to a theater that
I
it's just
love,
special.
I love that good old fashioned experience. But there's nothing I hate more than when people start talking just like unfiltered in the theater. Then I don't like the theater anymore. Then
Yeah, then it gets annoying.
I just want to go home. I want to cry. I just like, and I'm not willing to confront people. Like,
Uh-huh.
okay, so I'm watching One Piece Film Red.
Mhm.
We get through about like 80% of the movie. It's almost over.
Mhm.
And then two screen hoppers, people who pay for a ticket, go watch a movie, and then hop into another theater to watch another movie.
Mhm.
Two screen hoppers show up, which did you ever know that was a thing? I know there are people who grew up ignorant and didn't know that was a thing that you could just hop through theaters.
No, I mean no one really watches you, so yeah, you can. I've thought about doing it, but then like my conscience is always like, no, you can't do that. That's bad. You're
I've
stealing.
done it. I've done it once, but I was quiet.
Uh,
These these two
Buffoons.
children sit there and they just start talking. I guess one of them is explaining what One Piece is to the other kid because they're just sitting there talking for like 10 minutes. There's like this whole battle scene happening. There's like all the powers are conversion. There's like the devil fruit thingy and they're fighting the big giant devil. And I don't know. There's some crazy stuff happening on
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
There's like 5,000 frames being shot at you at once. It was just like a whole ADHD overstimulation. And on top of it, these two kids are just like, okay, so here's what happened. Don't explain the movie during the movie.
Just
And
watch it.
this happens to me. This happens to me when I'm sorry, I'm getting heated. This happens to me when I'm watching a movie and my mom's there. My mom, and she watches the movie from the beginning and she goes, so wait, why is that person doing this thing? It's like, Mom, they haven't revealed it yet.
Oh, no.
Wait for the reveal, Mom. Don't ask about it.
Bro, is that just a mom thing? My mom does the exact same thing. I
Oh my
literally go,
god.
Mom, I'm here to watch the movie.
Oh
Stop
my
talking.
god.
And the
It's
only
so
time,
bad.
my mom, and like when we go to a theater, my mom's quiet. If we're watching a movie at home, she's not.
Yeah.
But like the only time I've ever heard her completely silent at a movie is when we
Uh-huh.
watched It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mr. Rogers movie.
Oh.
We watched that in theaters, and she was
Oh my
silent the
God.
entire time, and I couldn't believe it. My mom loves to talk, and I was like, "You've been quiet for over 2 hours. Are you okay?" And then I got concerned. I was like, "I don't." She usually can't go this long without speaking. And I looked at her and she was like sobbing
Oh
at the
my
movie. And I was like,
God.
"Oh my god, never mind. We're just gonna leave her
Oh my
alone."
God. That's
Like,
amazing.
I'm like, when I'm watching a movie, I just want to watch the movie. Like, the only time I don't
And
care
there,
about the movie is if it's Netflix and chill time.
yeah, there's a time when you can talk. Like there's a vibe where like it's that type of movie,
Yeah.
or it's like a movie you've seen before, and you can just sit and commentary. That can be funny. That can be entertaining sometimes. Hell, that can be more entertaining than the movie sometimes.
Yes, it
I've
can.
had nights where I specifically like watched a movie with my girlfriend with the intention of making fun of the movie, and we had more fun doing that than watching the movie.
There you go. Exactly.
During a theater? You paid money. Why would you pay money, go to a theater, and then talk through it?
It's so funny.
Anyway, that was my rant for the night.
That
Do you
was
have-
beautiful.
Do you have anything you want to rant about?
I have so much that I could rant about, but I don't know if I need to or if I should.
Is it too personal? Is that way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some personal stuff that we won't bring up in here. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, people just make me angry. And like I don't get angry. And I will say this. So the other day, after I went to see Hamilton, and I brought Emma with me.
Mhm.
Because
Should we be dropping this many names?
there's no last name, so we're chilling.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But I was like, I had a great time. It was really fun just watching Hamilton because, you know, it's a great musical. And I was gifted
Mhm.
the tickets for free by my uncle. So I was like, you know what? This is awesome. I'm so happy I get to enjoy this with one of my friends.
Yeah, that's an awesome experience. Hamilton's a phenomenal show.
Yeah. And then, like, we got in the car and she just was like, so, like, how are you? And I got so angry. Not at her
Oh my
at all.
gosh.
But, like, obviously there had been a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll be honest. I am so angry. But because I never get angry, I don't know what to do. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't, like, I want to punch something, but I know that's wrong. So, like, I'm just going to punch myself. And I, like, hit my leg, and I was like, see, that doesn't do anything.
You did the dumb thing? You hit yourself? I've done that.
Yeah, oh, I
I've
do
been
it
there.
quite frequently. But she was like,
I've
well,
been
don't do
there.
that. And I was like, but, like, I'm just so, and there was so much.
You look
that I was
like a
mad about.
lunatic if somebody's in the room, though.
I know. But, like,
Yeah.
luckily, it was her, so I wasn't too worried about looking like an idiot because she knows I'm an idiot.
You're the guy who hits himself. Have you ever watched The Office?
Yes.
You're Andy from The Office.
Oh, my God.
That's what you become when you punch something or hit yourself.
But, like, and, like, I'm chilling now. I've been just sort of vibing because life goes on, you know. But
You had a Snickers bar, right? You're not you when
I
you're
did.
hungry.
I did eat a Snickers. You're right.
Yeah.
That did it. That did me in. That made me completely better. But I was just like, God, everything is making me angry, and I hate people, and I want everything to burn. And I was like letting it out. She was like, okay, buddy. Okay, just keep letting it out. Just let your anger out because this is weird. And I was like, and afterwards I was like, I am so sorry. I was like, I lost my temper, and I shouldn't have done that. And she was
Sounds
like,
like you,
she was like,
sounds
that's
like
you
you need a
losing your
trip to the therapist, bro.
Nope, not happening. Sorry. They're going to tell me what's wrong with me, and I don't want to know that. I already know there's a lot wrong with me, so I don't need someone professionally to tell me. I don't need to pay for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, yeah. But on
Screw-
that note, you know, therapy is good. People should go to therapy.
Nah, screw taking healthy choices. That's horrible.
No, you're right.
No,
Everyone
what you
don't do healthy
should
things.
do is just to do the most unhealthy choice you can imagine. Just commit to robbing a bank. No.
Nope, I'm in. Let's do it. It's not going to
Do
happen.
you ever wish? No, this is stupid.
No, say it. Say it. You already
Do you
started.
ever wish like the pirate age was pretty cool, right?
Hell
Like
yeah.
I'd say that's cooler than robbing a bank. You're robbing a ship, bro. That is way cooler than robbing a
I
bank.
thought you were going to ask if I ever considered being a pirate, and I was going to say yes. If I could have a actual, like, wooden ship.
Take a trip to Somalia.
Jeez. You know, I don't know if I'd get along too well with those pirates. They use, like, modern guns.
They don't say
cannons.
They don't have an eye patch and say "R."
I don't believe so. I want to go in the Caribbean, and I want to be Jack Sparrow.
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
Well, it's the same thing. But see, that's the problem. Is I call it the Caribbean, but then it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right, I think I do the opposite. I think I call it the Caribbean, but I call it Pirates of the Caribbean.
What is wrong with you? I mean, what's wrong with me? We both do it, but it's the exact opposite. But, like, I don't know if it matters. I mean, we know what we're talking about.
So dumb.
But yeah, I feel like being a pirate would be cool. Or honestly, even just living on a ship. Then I never have to deal with people. That part sounds pretty nice.
And I'd like the lemons.
Oh
for
my
scurvy.
God, yes. All the lemons and limes and oranges I could ever dream of. That part would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Huh.
There's a brook in my basement.
Yo, Brooke's there? What a weirdo.
Yeah. Filming podcast. Yeah.
Wow, she's weird. I worked with her today and yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And tomorrow.
Yeah, people just walk into my basement. That's cool.
Yeah, I do that. But I usually say hi to your parents first.
No, I don't have a camera. I like Brooke goes, do you have a camera? And I shake my head. Yeah. I don't have a camera.
What, like,
I fucking lied to her.
Like if you had the camera being silent was going to help. That's funny.
We might have to wrap it up soon.
That is a-okay. I think we got a good bit of conversating out of the way. This is nice. I think we should do this more frequently.
No, there's no video. And we don't edit our podcast, so this will all be in it because we're too lazy to edit it. Wait, no, cut that out. We totally edit it. Never mind.
No, we're lazy. I'm not going to lie. We are, in fact, just lazy, and I don't feel like doing it because I don't have time, and I'm not paying someone because I don't make enough money to do that.
Yep, that's true.
Exactly.
We also don't have enough time to just like watch through
this like 7 times to fix it.
Christian, do you have the issue where you just don't want to listen to your own voice, so you don't want to edit it?
I mean, yeah, especially for this one because like I know I'm congested and I sound weird, so like I know I'm not gonna want to, but like I've gotten over for the most part listening to my own voice. I've gotten better with it.
Yeah, I always find my actual voice is way higher pitch and annoying than I want it to be.
Same.
Like in my head, I've got like a nice vibrato, like a bassy, beautiful, smexy voice.
I mean, you do.
What?
You do.
Do I have a deep voice?
Yeah.
Nathan says I have a deep voice.
You have a pretty deep voice, yeah.
Yeah, it like when I'm doing the emphasis on like that thing. Yeah, when I do this. Yeah, when my voice gets high. Yeah. Are they picking up on the audio at all or no?
Very little bit.
Oh God, that's gonna be hell. This is gonna be hell to deal with. It's gonna be horrible.
That's very funny. But yeah. You wanna wrap it up there, buddy?
I think it's shorter than I wanted it.
That's still over 45 minutes. We did pretty good.
I think this was a perfect wing it episode. It gave insight into just how weird we are.
Yeah. I think we should do wing it episodes more frequently because it's
wing it episodes are fun. I do also love topic centric episodes though. So we really just experiment with things. I mean, as we've talked about. So we're just gonna try both. We're gonna see what fits.
Heck yeah.
And this worked great. So
this did work great.
We're definitely gonna try it again.
Hell yeah. With more fun stories.
All right. Well, Josh, I think there's a wonderful place to wrap it up.
Heck yeah. Thank you, absolutely everyone who tuned into the podcast this week. We appreciate you and are very happy to be able to continue doing this. So have a wonderful night, and we will see you again next week.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
My place?
If you want me to come over. I mean, I'm still super congested, so like...
okay,
yeah.
It's okay, I can suck it up.
Oh my God.
Don't... Maybe we should cut that part out. That was weird.
No, I'm not cutting it out. That was funny.
That was kind of nasty.
It is nasty. Who cares? It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.